Hey Jordan, this is Jared McDonald with the Daily News here in Bowling Green. Obviously you guys didn't get off to the start that you wanted to in the second game against Louisiana Tech. The last time you guys played, what's it going to take to try to get off to a better start here tomorrow against Marshall?
Just come out focused. I think we got to do a better job of mentally preparing for the game. I don't think we were all locked in at the beginning of the Louisiana Tech game, so just trying to fix that.
And looking at this Marshall team, how much more important is that? Where they are, they do have the ability to score the basketball. The last time out, they overcame a 17-point second half deficit against La Tech, so they can score in bunches. So I guess how much more important does that make that? And I guess what do you know about the Marshall offense that kind of makes them as good as they have been?
Just keeping them at the paint really is an emphasis for us, guarding the basketball. But we're more so focused on what we can control.
You just mentioned it a little bit, trying to keep them in the paint and stuff. They shoot a lot of threes. I believe they attempt the third most in Conference USA behind FIU and Rice. Coach talked a little bit about the differences between them and Alabama, another team that shot a lot of threes that you played, and he talked about how they lob it in there. I guess, what do you see when you watch them on film, and I guess what's it going to take to stop them and try to help on defense and try to contain those types of things?
Limit penetration, because when people get in the paint, that's when they are able to kick the shooters. So really just being a help at all times, and when they do catch on the 3-point line, try to run them off. But really, this game is going to be a lot about help defense.
Jordan, you guys have now played 2 series where you play back-to-back games. Now, this series won't be like that. We play back-to-back against the same team, but kind of what is it like playing on that second day? Do you guys feel a little fatigued, or have you gotten used to it now? Like, just what is it like playing the same team in back-to-back days?
I think the biggest adjustment is just being mentally prepared. Everybody's bodies are kind of worn down from the first night, so it's whoever can bring mental focus the next day and just be ready.
Jordan, for Marshall, their guards lead their team in rebounds. So as a guard, what do you like to do to keep them off the boards?
Just box out. Coaches tell us guards to crash the boards anyway. So really just keeping our man off the boards.
Jordan, for you this year, how's it been, I guess, with the point guard position, I guess, with Kenny out there and also Davion yourself, kind of like a 1-2-3 punch there? How do you think the system's been going so far for you guys, I guess, rotations?
I think it's been going pretty good. You always have multiple guys who can make reads on the court at the same time. So that's pretty hard to guard. So it's been an advantage for us.
I think that's it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jordan.
Hey, Luke, Jared McDonald with the Daily News here. Hope you're doing well. Obviously the last time out didn't go the way that you guys would have liked against La Tech, and it kind of came down to the beginning of the games, getting down big. I guess, has there been any changes in what you guys are doing, working out practice-wise and trying to avoid that, or is it more just going out and making sure that you guys come with that energy, or how do you approach it?
I think the last couple practices have been great, actually. We've been out and competing, and Coach has been talking about bringing our own energy. And I think that was the thing that we lacked against La Tech the second game. We just came out flat-footed, and they came out and punched us right in the mouth. And, we really didn't have a response for it until late in the game where it was too late. So we've just been working, competing hard in practice and trying to get our mental edge back about, we know what we're capable of and we know what we can do. And, we're just ready to get going again.
And, with this Marshall offense, it seems like they can score the basketball, average about 80 points per game. They shoot a lot of threes. What stands out to you about those guys and the personnel that they have out there on the court?
I played with a couple of them in high school, actually. Jared West and Darius George were my AAU teammates. So I know their game just because I played with them. But, I'm sure they've gotten better and they've improved. And Marshall's a great team. They recruited me out of high school as well. It's only 45 minutes from where I live. So being able to go back home and play in front of the state of West Virginia is going to be fun. But we're excited about this first game in Diddle and trying to get a win.
Hey, Luke, with changing venues within a day, do you think that'll have an effect on the second game?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's basketball though. That's really what you have to think about. At the end of the day, it's what we signed up for. So nobody knows what was going to happen this year. We didn't even know if we were going to have a season or not. So I think we're all just thankful that we're able to play and be together while we're doing it. So.
Luke, I guess for you, I guess this last series, I mean, obviously you're a shooter. Shooters have their on and off nights. I guess that last series kind of struggles there for yourself. I guess to bounce back this week, what will that take?
I've been getting in the gym, getting shots up. After the second game of Tech, I came back out and got some shots up because my shot just wasn't feeling right. I don't know what it was, but the last couple of days have been feeling good, and I've been getting in the gym and getting shots up. So hopefully it carries over into the games and helps us get a win.
Jared with the Daily News again. Obviously Tavion Kinsey gets a lot of attention for Marshall because he's the league's leading scorer and whatnot. But Jared West, like you said, you played with him, so you probably know him pretty well. He's first in assists, top 15 scoring, second in steals. Him and Kinsey are top 4 assist to turnover ratio. With West and some of those other guys on the team, I guess, what's it going to take to try to contain them as well as Kinsey?
Like Jordan said, it comes down to a mental focus. What we can take from the scouting report and carry it over into the game. I think that's who's going to win. Just who has the more mental focus, because we're both great teams and we're both capable of winning. So really, what it comes down to is just bringing our mental edge and our focus to the game and carrying everything we can over from the scouting report into the game and get the job done.
I know you said you were planning on looking forward to the first game first, obviously, but then looking forward to playing in front of the state of West Virginia again. I guess, do you have plans of having anybody there from your family if they can, or I guess what are you most looking forward to about that opportunity?
Oh yeah, definitely. My family's going to try to make it. They haven't been to a game yet down here, so being able to get back home or close to home and having everybody be there, it'll be great. It'll be fun. It's just because I haven't played in front of them yet while I've been down here, so I'm excited. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Luke.